FusionFox Performance Management AI is a highly innovative solution designed to autopilot performance review and appraisal process using artificial intelligence. This is the list of the applications available in this. Initiating performance review. Provide feedback or ratings. Performance dashboard to get insight of individual performance and feedback. Setting up performance indicators. Assigning goals to assess performance based on achievements. Revolutionary Fusion Nerd to set up AI process. Dashboard for managers to see performance of their team members. Or updating achievements and setting up reward matrix to automate rating-based reward programs. Last but not least is our data analytics that can help in analyzing performance data and generating on-demand reports. Let's have a look at key performance indicator applications, where we set up all the KPIs. You can search KPIs that you are looking for based on any parameter. This is the list of the KPIs available, showing KPI ID, KPI name, KPI set, and evaluation type. The selected KPI, Achievement versus Targets, is an achievement-based KPI, which means there will be performance targets or goals assigned to individuals for the given period and performance rating to be calculated based on achievements. Let's open this wizard using the Edit button. You can group KPIs based on their importance and relationships. You can define goal associated with the KPI and select KPI set to further group. You can define parent KPI and then PMR, which is dynamic rating scale that you can set up and link with the KPIs. Evaluation type can be selected from the fixed list. Either it is feedback-based or achievement-based or timeline performance. If this is an achievement-based KPI, then you can define who is permitted to update achievements, either employee or manager or HR. You can also set rules for employee to view ratings provided on them. This means if one can view ratings provided by the manager, HR, or peer as per the organization's policy. Since the KPI selected is achievement-based KPI, you can set up achievement-based rating here. You can also define achievement percentage range and assign ratings so that system can calculate ratings for the individuals automatically based on achievements. Let's look at another KPI, which is feedback-based. And PMR selected here is the review scale for the appraisers to provide feedback on employees or peers. Let's open this wizard again and see evaluation type for this KPI. By default, it is considered to be feedback-based, but you can define the same here to avoid any confusion. Let's also set viewing rules for this KPI as well. Let's save this record and see the scale defined for this KPI, along with positions which are linked with this KPI. The next key step is to link these performance indicators with position. The position selected here is Production Supervisor, and you can see employees currently holding this position. Here are the list of performance indicators defined for the given position. Each KPI has been given percentage weight out of 100 in total to finalize ratings based on their weight. You can also define weight within a KPI. For example, how much weight to give to the rating provided by manager or HR or peer. Let's have a look at other KPI where we have divided weight between manager and peer. This was the overview of key performance indicators. Timeline performance is another evaluation type which calculates performance rating automatically based on tasks that individuals deliver in the time allocated. The next application is Fusion Nerd, a revolutionary bot for setting up performance appraisal autopilot. You can assign tasks to Fusion Nerd, and here is the list of tasks assigned. Let's have a look at task number 1, where task type is non-recurring. That means it will work on predefined schedule created here. If this task is defined as recurring task, then you need to define frequency. You can link reward program and KPI set to populate all the KPIs automatically. You can also define criteria for automatically selecting candidates, which could be a list of department or position, or employees in this case. The list of KPIs are listed here, and list of employees selected based on criteria defined. We have also given percent weight for each KPI and defined gross rating calculation criteria based on weight defined for appraiser type. This is how you can set up tasks for FusionNerd to autopilot process. You can also set up communication criteria and mode for system to send automated emails based on event. In the header section, you can also define lead days for FusionNerd to initiate appraisal process along with review days, which is the time allocated for appraisers to provide feedback. Let's open the FusionNerd wizard and see how we can create a new task. You can give this task a name, select task type, and if it is defined as recurring, then it is mandatory to define frequency, which could be yearly, semester, quarterly, or monthly. Action basis is required when it is recurring for system to calculate next appraisal date based on last review done. You can select reward program, coordinator name, and criteria for the system to select employees in the appraisal plan. Peer qualifier needs to be defined for the system to select peers to be included in the appraiser list. You can define lead days indicating when to initiate performance review and also review days. So this is how we can create new tasks, set up rules for automated performance reviews. Let's save this record and then look at task number 2, which is set up using recurring option. We do not need to define schedule while using recurring option because the system automatically initiates appraisal based on frequency being set up. Let's move back to the application stack. The next application in the stack that we will be looking at is Initiate Performance Appraisal. This application is to manually initiate performance review, and it is part of our semi-autopilot functionality. Let's open this application and see how we can initiate performance review. This is the list of existing performance review records. We have selected performance review number 6 here. There are 2 employees included in this review, which are Thomas Charles and Joseph Daniel. We have not received review ratings yet from appraisers in this case. You can visualize and drill down using this interactive graph, starting from employee in this review to KPIs and appraisers rated. I am now selecting review number 3, where we have received ratings or feedback from appraisers. 3 employees are included in this review, and you can see their respective KPIs and list of appraisers along with weight and ratings provided. Certain performance indicators can have ratings from multiple appraisers, like in this case, where Peter Paul from HR and Nina as a manager given rating or feedback on KPI regularity at work. This interactive sunburst will let you drill down at 3 levels. And you can see who has provided what rating on which employee, which KPI, and who were the appraisers. You can minimize any node or extend that node in order to focus on candidate that you wish, and drill down the way you find it easy. It makes it simple and interesting to use and analyze information. This was an overview as to how you can initiate performance review using this application to semi-autopilot performance appraisal process. The next application in our demonstration is to submit appraisal and provide ratings or feedback. This application is for appraiser to manage tasks. The other way to update performance rating is to follow a link sent to your email by FusionNerd. This dashboard can help appraisers find the list of reviews waiting for their feedback, along with timeline indicating which task is due when. Review number 5 had 2 employees, and feedback on those has already been submitted. I have logged in the system using HR role, and I can view only KPIs that I need to see in my capacity and to provide feedback, as these are filtered based on rules. Performance Dashboard is for HR leaders and executives to access performance-related information about employees. Let's see information about David Austin, and his net rating is close to 4. You can see list of KPIs in the given review and ratings provided by appraisers. In this case, Peter has provided rating 5 and Nina has given 4 out of 5. So the cumulative rating based on the weight allocated is 4.5. This graph on top is showing performance rating based on KPI type. Another line graph is indicating average ratings for each KPI in the given performance review. Other applications in this stack are My Team Performance, which is for managers to see KPIs and ratings of the team members. This application is also used by managers to assign goals or performance targets to the team members and define or see their achievements. Reward Matrix can be set up to automatically execute reward plans based on the performance rating slabs. You can see one reward plan defined here, along with slabs and reward rules. For instance, when rating is 5, employees get a 20% hike, and when it is 4 to 5, then it is 10%, and so on. You can also define who needs to be notified when a reward is automatically finalized or executed. That's all we have in this demonstration. Thanks for watching.